The brutal effects of Russia's invasion of Ukraine are devastating the global economy. The World Bank is slashing its global growth forecast for 2022 by nearly a full percentage point. World Bank chief economist Carmen Reinhart warned that the downgraded projection of 3.2% growth could end up being too optimistic amid, quote, exceptional uncertainty for the global economy. Global financial leaders are in Washington this week for joint meetings of the International Monetary Fund and World Bank. Food insecurity, skyrocketing inflation, and the rising risk of debt crises in poorer countries will top the agenda. Now, Russia's war in Ukraine is the main reason for the worsening economic outlook from the World Bank. It expects Ukraine's economy to contract a stunning 45% this year. Russia's own economy is expected to shrink 11%, according to World Bank forecasts.
Russia's annual inflation is rising at its quickest pace in decades since the invasion of Ukraine. The onslaught of Western sanctions and the withdrawal of multinationals is hurting the economy. But that doesn't appear to worry Russian President Vladimir Putin.
We can now confidently say that the policy of sanctions towards Russia has failed. The economic blitzkrieg strategy didn't work. Moreover, the initiators themselves couldn't get away with the sanctions. I'm talking about inflation and unemployment growth and economic dynamics worsening in the US and European countries.
Putin acknowledges a sharp jump in consumer prices, saying his government would raise pensions and the salaries of state employees to ease the impact on Russians. Meanwhile, Russian Central Bank Governor Elvira Nabiullina has warned the economy could not survive indefinitely on its financial reserves and would have to change to deal with the impact of international sanctions, which have frozen almost half of the $640 billion that Russia had in its gold and forex reserves. Economists believe the worst impact is still to come and say Russia is likely to plunge into a deep recession. The World Bank expects the economy to contract by more than 11% this year. In Moscow, Mayor Sergei Sobyanin warned that around 200,000 people risk losing their jobs in the capital alone because foreign enterprises have suspended operations or decided to leave the Russian market. Even if the war ends soon, many multinational companies are unlikely to return in the short term, fearing more disruptions.